Morale's Rising. My name is Katie, and on this channel I share with you all about holistic homemaking. If you're into all that, give this channel a subscribe. I would love to have you a part of my Morale's Rising family. Today I'm sharing with you an Azure Standard grocery haul. Azure Standard is a kind of mail order or online bulk food, bulk organic, bulk non-GMO, all the things that you can think of that you want to buy in bulk for your family to help save you money. Azure Standard has it, and we use Azure Standard to buy all of our grain products, our pastas, our sweeteners. We can get big bags of organic cane sugar, big jugs of maple syrup, big jugs of honey, all the good stuff you can find at Azure Standard. Right now they're also selling plant starts. They have organic non-GMO plant starts that you can order directly from them, and they ship it to a drop location in a box. Also, all of your other products are going to come to a drop location near you. Azure sends a big truck out to your community, and in that truck has all of your bulk goods. You meet at a drop location with other people that are in your community, and you unload the truck and get your goods at a specified time, at a specified place. Typically, the drop location is at the same place every single month, and some drop locations you get dual shipments, like 2 times a month. The one that we have ships to us once a month, so I do a once a month Azure Standard grocery haul. This month was kind of hectic and crazy. We were out of town when I placed my order, and I just didn't have my bearings. I wasn't prepared at all. I'm going to be real with you. I wasn't that prepared, but I knew a few things that we definitely needed to restock, so I went ahead and ordered those items as well. Our particular drop location is at a farm store, and we love to buy their organic grass-fed beef. So today I picked up a whole bunch of beef, about 14 pounds of beef from them, and I do get beef from them every month. And then you all see I also buy beef from Costco, or I also buy beef from Fred Meyer's or whatever grocery store, and that's just to supplement what we buy from this particular farm, because I'm gonna be honest, we've pretty much bought all of their ground beef from them. They need to restock. But today, thankfully, they were restocked and they had plenty of ground beef, so I took advantage of the opportunity and bought a bunch of ground beef from them. It's our favorite beef that we can get locally. I know a few of you say in my other grocery hauls, you're like, you should be buying beef from a farm, a local farm. Well, we do, but we buy so much of it that we're emptying their freezer. So we supplement with the grocery store. This is our first year even needing to buy meat from anywhere, okay? It's our first year that we've had to buy meat. We've had to buy beef. We went 6 years eating elk meat, deer meat, and pig meat from pigs that we raised and slaughtered. That's what we ate for the last 6 years. We just kind of had a little bit of trouble this past hunting season, and we weren't able to kill an elk. We weren't able to kill enough deer to feed our family for the whole year. So we've had to, for the first time, supplement and buy meat, red meat from the grocery store. Now, you guys have heard me talk before. We are a carnivore-based family. We eat a lot of meat, and Aaron is on a very strict carnivore diet for his health. He has a lot of inflammation, osteoarthritis, and a plethora of health issues that have been helped a lot by him going on a very strict diet. I, too, am on a strict diet. I'm not on a diet to lose weight. Clearly, I need to bulk up. But I'm on a diet because I have 3 different autoimmune diseases, and once you get one autoimmune disease, you are susceptible to developing more autoimmune diseases. And so that has been the case for me. Despite living a healthy lifestyle, despite eating super healthy, I have developed multiple autoimmune diseases. So I am on a dairy-free, gluten-free diet, carnivore heavy. I eat a ton of eggs, rice, red meat, fatty meats, and I use coconut oil and pig lard to cook my food in. I have some vegetables, and I eat a lot of fruit. So that's how I eat personally, and I have found that with just salt as my only seasoning for my food, or as far as needing seasoning on my food, I just use salt. I find when I start to throw other spices and herbs and things in my food, I end up with a lot of inflammation. So that's why I eat the way that I do. To some, it might seem really bland and really boring, but for me, it's more of a, how does this food make me feel? Am I in chronic pain? No, not on this current way that I eat. I have eliminated almost all of my pain. I did the best that I could on my trip to minimize inflammatory foods and to eat as healthfully as I possibly could. And I can say that I kept a lot of pain at bay. Typically, when we go out of town and we're eating out a lot, I kind of throw a lot of my diet rules out the window. And this time I did pretty well staying in a very narrow amount of foods, in a very limited amount of foods, but I was able to accommodate myself and Aaron as well. So I just want to give you guys a little bit of hope and faith that when you go out of town, when you go on vacation, some people want to take liberty and just go off of their diet, but the way I see it is I've worked so hard to decrease inflammation, to decrease my pain and my autoimmune issues. The last thing I want to do is take 3 steps back. So I try really hard to stay strict. I feel really good, and I'm going to show you guys this grocery haul, what we got. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments. Typically, I write all of the prices on the food, but I'm going to encourage you to check down below in this video's description and browse Azure Standard and see if there's some items that you can buy for your family in bulk. They have gluten-free pastas that you can buy in bulk. They have all kinds of amazing food. So I encourage you to check down below in this video's description and use my link to shop Azure Standard. When you sign up with Azure Standard, you're also going to get a link that you can share with your friends and family. And when you share your link with them, and when they spend $100 or more at one time on Azure Standard, anything from their store, cleaning supplies, I get unscented dishwashing detergent, unscented laundry detergent, unscented bathroom cleaners, like anything that you want unscented because you want to avoid all those endocrine disrupting fragrances and artificial everything, colors and all that stuff. You can get all those things in bulk. Like, check it out. I don't like my dishes to smell like artificial, anything weird like that. So I get the Smiley Suds dish soap. It is unscented. I get the automatic dishwasher powder. This is fragrance free. And there's so many things that you can get for your household that are fragrance free. They have the microfiber cleaning cloths and all sorts of things. So definitely check it out. Link down below in this video's description. When you use my link, it helps me out too, and I appreciate that so much. So let's check out this Azure Standard haul. Here we buy a 6-pack of the Nancy's Probiotic Sour Cream every single month, and that is for Aaron and the kids to enjoy. This month we needed coffee filters, so I bought a 3-pack of their coffee filters. These are non-toxic and they're preferred for brewing fresh coffee. Delicious. We also needed some olive oil. This is what I use when I make our daily loaf of bread. I use 4 tablespoons of olive oil, and I go through about 1 of these a month. This virgin organic coconut oil is something that I use to make granola. We use this to cook with. We use it in baking. It is wonderful. It doesn't have a really strong coconut flavor, so that works out great for us. It has a very mild flavor, and it works really well. It's a healthy fat to feed your family with. I've even fried chicken in this coconut oil. I've fried all kinds of food in this coconut oil. So I got a big 1-gallon container of that. It is organic and expeller pressed, which means they don't use a heat to press the coconut oils. The oil is not heated, so it maintains all of its nutrients. It is not denatured in the manufacturing process. So that is one of the better fats that you can get for cooking food, especially if you're vegan, or especially if you're like me and you can't have butter. This is a great substitute for that. Right here, Aaron already broke into this, I know you're going to say, but it's missing so much. He filled up our maple syrup bottle with this, and we got this 1 gallon of maple syrup. So Aaron uses maple syrup. He still drinks coffee. He uses maple syrup in his coffee every single day, and we bought 3 gallons of maple syrup a while back, and would you believe that we've already gone through all of the maple syrup? Holy moly, between the two of us, because I was using it in my coffee as well. And then we were also making lots of pancakes and waffles and good things for the kids. So we went through 3 gallons of maple syrup pretty quickly. I got a backup clover honey. This is raw clover honey. It tastes delicious. We still have about half a gallon of our previous honey, but I like to stay on top of it because we use this again in making granola. I have a granola recipe on my channel. Also, I use this in my tea every single night. So I take a big whopping tablespoonful of honey into my tea, and that's what I have every night. And the kids as well, they put honey on their oatmeal or on their toast. It's good stuff. We also use it to make honey and whatever kind of butter sandwiches. So for instance, Hagen, one of my kids, she is allergic to peanuts. So we do sunflower seed butter for the family, and that is really tasty and delicious. So we bought 3 this time, and I think last time I bought 12, but we just got 3 this time. We have about 2 containers left, but I wanted to make sure we did not run out of that, so I went ahead and got 3 more of those. And then right here you can see all of the hamburger. We got over 14 pounds because some of these are more than a pound. We got over 14 pounds of beef hamburger. This is grass-fed, delicious hamburger. We can see the cows grazing in the fields. And this we get for $6.99 a pound. Now, at the grocery store to get grass-fed beef, you're looking at about $9 per pound. And we notice when we cook that meat, it's really pink and it's got some weird stuff in it. We don't know if, maybe you guys know better, but just because it says grass-fed on the package doesn't necessarily mean that it is. And we've been hearing a lot about the pink slime that they're adding to meats that you buy at the grocery store. So I'm not sure about that meat. It looks totally different than this meat when it's cooked up. So we're trying to buy more of this meat from this farm. I will probably go through this in about 2 to 3 weeks. And we have a little bit of elk meat and a little bit of deer meat that one of our friends blessed us with. So we're trying to stretch it because we love our elk and deer meat. So we try to stretch that and supplement with this. And then, of course, when we go through this, we do buy meat from Costco and Fred Meyer's. But we try to get that meat in moderation, and we try to put all of our money towards local farmers. So once the farmers market opens, there is another beef farmer that goes to the farmers market, so we will be buying a bunch of meat from them. You're probably wondering, Katie, why don't you buy half a cow? Well, last year we bought half a cow, and we went through that meat pretty quickly, but I'm hesitant to buy half a cow because we don't know how long we're going to be here. My husband's medically retiring from the military, and we don't have an exact timeline. So the last thing I want to do is make a huge cross-country move with a whole bunch of meat that I have left over, or not be able to offload that meat to friends that live here, not be able to sell it. So I don't want to make a huge investment on half a cow right now, or a quarter cow even, because we don't know our timeline yet. We could be out of here as soon as June, July. Actually, June's coming up real quick. We could be out of here by the end of July, but our goal is to stay here through the fall, through the hunting season, because Aaron wants to hunt in Oregon one last time. So we're going to stay, and if, for instance, we kill an elk, that is going to be worth shipping back to our family in Virginia. They can keep it in their deep freezer for us while we make the trek across the country to settle on the East Coast. But, that's something that we'll deal with that when we get there, if we ever make it that far. In the meantime, buying local beef when we can, supplementing from the grocery store when we can, do what you can. That's what we're doing here. And let them. Somebody recently said, let them. And what do I mean by let them? Let them means let people do what they're going to do without judgment and criticism and trying to change their minds, trying to make them do other things. Just let them. That's what I'm trying to do. And that is a power struggle, let me tell you. I just want to let people do what they want to do, and I don't want to put my opinion out there, but I got a big mouth and I put my opinion out there all day long. And I really shouldn't. I should just let them. So let me let them. Thank you guys so much for watching this video today. I enjoyed hanging out with you. If you haven't already, give this video a like, leave a comment down below, let me know where you're watching from, what's the weather like, how are you doing, and I will chat with you down in the comments. Until next time, bye!